What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. First and foremost, before we get into any business, we must pay our respects. At the time of this video being put out and published, it will be Woo Back Wednesday. So everybody in the chat, please drop me a followed by a shooting star. Yes, sir. We gotta pay respect to Pop Smoke. Now we can get down to brass tacks. All right, folks. So I'm working on a video. I was working on a basketball video. I have 2-3 basketball videos I'm working on. They're probably gonna get put out sometime this week, next week. They're already late, so there's no rush to put them out for me, honestly. Just like everything else on this channel. So I'm making these videos. I'm really not feeling the inspiration. So, you know, I'm taking down my camera equipment. I'm scrolling on Twitter. And while, you know, the clips upload to my hard drive, then I see something amazing. This glorious tweet pops up on my timeline. This glorious tweet. I've been waiting for this one. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Let me read it to you real quick. Pro Football Focus, verified account. They're very reputable. They mainly focus on like NFL stats and stuff like that. That's where I get a lot of stats from. They mainly focus on stats. Sometimes they tweet news like this. The Browns are shopping wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. per Mike Francesa. Beckham has a 6. Yeah. We don't care about that. Then it came to me. Once I read that tweet, it came to me. The reason why my vibe is off in these videos is because I did not pay my respects to football. It's opening week, and I'm sitting here recording NBA videos. What type of person am I? We can't do that. We gotta pay respect to football. So this video is gonna go up before the basketball videos. It is what it is. The views are probably gonna suffer. We get like 5 views a video, so it doesn't really matter. Let's get into it. What we're gonna do today is I'm gonna talk about the 3 teams that I think that could probably snag Odell. I think they have enough capital maybe, and it's a good fit. It's a good fit for Odell. They're not gonna be in the same division as them. So while I did think about putting the Steelers in this video, because I think they need a new #1 receiver, I did not put him in this video. That's not gonna happen. So let's get into the list. So landing spot #1 that I have on my page is the San Francisco 49ers.
Mostert with an opening. Mostert's got great speed and nobody in front of him. Raheem Mostert is going to take it to the house, galloping in.
Now, on surface level, when you hear that, it sounds kind of crazy. Why would the 49ers need Odell? They were just in the Super Bowl last year. They have a whole bunch of weapons, you would think. They're a budding team. They don't really need Odell. Oh, but they do. If you watch Sunday's game, just based off of, let me read you Jimmy Garoppolo's stat line. He had a lot of yards. He had a good amount of yards. He had 259 yards, but he went 19 for 33. That ain't gonna cut it, especially in that division. 19 for 33. They played against one of the teams that they're gonna have to beat out to win that division. They played the Cardinals, and it didn't look good for them at all. Jimmy Garoppolo did not look confident. He was missing wide open throws. Wasn't great. It became a shootout, you know, because they obviously have weapons. They have Raheem Mostert. They have receivers. They have one receiver. I don't know if it's enough. That's the thing. I think they need a #1. I think they need a true #1 to alleviate some of the pressure from Jimmy Garoppolo and to make him more comfortable airing out the ball. We saw last year everybody ripping him because he can't air the ball out. Well, they weren't allowing him to air the ball out. I don't think they allow him to air the ball out because I don't think he trusts his receivers like that. I mean, granted, he has Kittle. You know, that's a foregone conclusion. But deep down the field threats, they have 1 or 2 maybe, but not enough to compete what's in that division now. I mean, you have the Seahawks who are stacked. They just got Josh Gordon back. You seen what Arizona just did to them. I don't think they're going to do well keeping up in that division. They're going to have to figure something out. And I think signing Odell would definitely bode well for them in the long run and put them in better contentions with the rest of their division. Because the defense can only hold up with so much. I mean, they have some monsters. They got some big hitters in their division now. You see how fast life changed up on you? You were the #1 defense in the league last year. Now, you're still a good defense, but you have to face some monsters. And the defense ain't going to be able to carry the team like they did last year. Team #2, they're always a culprit when the superstar is heading out of town and needs to be traded in the middle of the season, or it gets in trouble and just needs a new home to get a fresh start. It's the New England Patriots.
And Newton takes it in for the touchdown.
Of course they're gonna be there. Watching Sunday's game, the Patriots, they look good because they're playing against the Dolphins. Cam had a big game. His stat line, he went 15 for 19, threw for 155. That's good. Well, not great. Cam could definitely do better. Cam could easily throw for 300 yards a game with no problem at all. The stigma that Cam is just a runner, let's stop it. We all know that's not true. Problem is, Cam doesn't have any weapons. Now, that obviously doesn't matter against the Dolphins because he can do what the rest of his stat line said. The rest of his stat line is 15 carries for 75 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's an amazing game. Cam was going off in the run game. They were running the ball down the Dolphins' throat. There's nothing they could really do about it. The problem is that that's not going to work all season. It's the Dolphins. In the beginning of the season, the weather is good. It's perfect conditions. That's not going to be the status quo going the rest of the season. You can't do that against the Steelers, who have the best run defense since I don't know when. There's a whole bunch of teams that have great run defense. You're not gonna be able to jam the ball down their throat every single play of the game. I was watching Sunday. It looked like I was watching an Army game. Dad thought I was watching an Army game the way they had Cam out there running 15 carries. He had a better rushing game than Saquon did, and Saquon is going against the top rushing defense in the league. So if you think that when the Steelers come to town, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same story. It's going to be the same story, especially if they see them in the playoffs. That's not going to work. They need to add variety to the offense, and Odell definitely gives them that. If they add Odell, you're not going to have the stat line. Their top receiver on Sunday was Julian Edelman. He had 5 catches for 57 yards. That's not going to cut it at all in this league. I mean, you got receivers catching for 150, 200. You have to have an edge threat. You know what I mean. You have to have an outside threat. And Odell is definitely going to open up their offense for them. It's going to give Belichick and his staff another wrinkle in the offense to really get them creative and be able to really air the ball out. And at the same time, when you have Odell out there and you got to worry about Edelman on the edge, run lanes are gonna open up again. So I just think, me personally, I think this is probably, I don't know if this is the best landing spot for Odell, but it's definitely the best option that the Patriots have right now to really mitigate any of the doubts and problems that people have for them right now. If they get Odell, they're easily going to be a top 3-4 Super Bowl pick in my eyes. Maybe 5 because there's a lot of good teams out there. Maybe they're going to be a good top 5 Super Bowl pick for sure if they grab Odell. So the third and final team I have on this list, the team I think that is most likely to snag Odell. I don't know if they have the trade capital too. They might. I haven't even looked into that. But the Green Bay Packers.
Like Ben said earlier, boots on the ground.
Rodgers on the move. End zone for Adams. He's got it. Touchdown, Packers.
I feel that that's such a great fit. And it sounds weird because if you look at Green Bay's last game, they played against the Vikings. This was the game. This was the stats. Rodgers had, I put states in here. Rodgers went 32 for 44, 364 yards, 4 touchdowns. His top receiver, Devontae Adams, he had 14 receptions, 156 yards, 2 touchdowns. Now you're probably thinking, bro, they're going along swimmingly. Why would you change anything in the offense? Why would you mess with it? Why would you add an unknown variable to the pile? You don't really know how he's going to add to the team and to the locker room. It's for the simple reason. Everybody has a super team. I know it doesn't seem like it. The Seahawks have a super team. The Cardinals low-key have a super team. San Francisco is on the edge of a super team. Tampa Bay has a super team. The Saints have a super team. The list goes on. We didn't even talk about the AFC. I don't think one receiver, Their next best receiver was Valdez-Scantling. He had 94 yards. I don't know if Valdez-Scantling is going to do that against a top-tier defense. I don't know. I haven't watched enough game film. It doesn't seem like it, though. And, you know, when you listen to all the pundits, and plus when you just, you know, watch the game, it's just Aaron Rodgers doing his thing. And Aaron Rodgers, we never seen Aaron Rodgers with a top-tier, like, well, we have seen Devontae Adams is a top-tier receiver. We haven't seen him with a full thoroughbred, like, everybody touts this receiver as the best receiver, one of the top 5 receivers in the league. He'll have 2 of the top 10 receivers in the league now if they go get Odell. And I think that puts them in the same conversation as those 5-6 teams I just named. They will be a super team if they go get Odell. I could see them getting it in with this Seahawks and maybe beating them. I could see them beating Tampa Bay. I can see them beating all these top teams if they have Odell. Because just imagine having a quarterback as smart as Aaron Rodgers and as great as Aaron Rodgers is, and Odell. Odell is amazing, and we haven't been able to see that in Cleveland. But if you think back to that playoff run season where Odell was in New York, he was clicking on all cylinders, and they looked great. I would personally, I would love to see him go to any of these teams. If I had to choose, I would definitely want to see him either with the Patriots or with Green Bay. Those would be dreams. And honestly, I think Green Bay is a real possibility. And we all know the Patriots are the Patriots. They could get anything they want. They'll find a way to get it. But that's it. The lady is calling, so I have to go. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video. I know it wasn't the best quality, and I know I've been going for a while, but I'm working on it, guys. I'm going to be back at full power, hopefully by next week. Of course, you never know. But until then, thank you guys for watching. Peace.